tells you grammar doesn't matter, pronunciation isn't important, just speak. Just be confident. And you know what? That advice is ruining thousands of careers, especially for smart, hardworking people like you. So today we're going to changing the definition of good English. Not the soft, feel-good definition, not the TikTok version. I mean the real definition. The one that actually gets you respect, clarity, and opportunities. Let's talk about what good English really means. Why to speak is the most dangerous advice. Here's the truth nobody wants to say. Yes, you should be confident, but confidence with bad English doesn't take you far. Imagine this. You walk into a meeting, you're ready, you're competent, but your sentence structure is confusing, or your pronunciation makes people ask, sorry, what was that? Congratulations, you lose credibility in 2 seconds. Not because you're not smart, but because your communication didn't reflect your intelligence. Success is not just confidence. It's confidence plus clarity. And clarity comes from, guess what? Solid grammar and clean pronunciation. This is the reality of the professional world. Nobody talks about it, but everybody has about it. Point number 2. Grammar equals power, not perfection. Let's talk about grammar. The thing everybody says doesn't matter. They're wrong. Grammar matters because grammar creates trust. When your sentences are clean and structured, people automatically feel you're organized and competent. Grammar controls your tone. You can sound polite, assertive, diplomatic, or strategic, but only if you know how to shape a sentence. Saying, I want this versus I'd like to suggest something is a grammar choice. A power choice. Grammar protects your ideas. Ever explain something at work and people understood something totally different? Yeah. That's grammar. You're not bad at English. You're just using grammar that doesn't carry the meaning you think it is. Good grammar isn't about being perfect. It's about being understood in the exact way you intended. That's adult English. That's professional English. That's powerful English. Pronunciation is not about sounding native. It's about being taken seriously. Pronunciation is not a beauty contest. Pronunciation determines whether people understand you instantly, whether people interrupt you, whether your message lands, and yes, whether people subconsciously see you as confident or unsure. Let's be real. You probably had a moment where you said something people misunderstood, and suddenly you feel small. Not because you don't know English, but because the sound didn't match the idea. Clear pronunciation is not about sounding native. It's about sounding intentional. A clear, controlled voice says, I know what I'm talking about. I belong here. Listen to me. That's why it's important. It's not vanity. It's strategy. Good English isn't big vocabulary. It's control English. You don't need fancy words. You don't need complicated expressions. What you do need is control. Control of tone, control of delivery. Good English is English you can use predictably. Not random, not lucky, not I hope this is right. When you have control, you can speak in meetings without panicking, respond quickly, sound calm instead of chaotic, explain things simply, express emotion properly, persuade people, and own your space in the room. Control equals confidence. Confidence doesn't create English. English creates confidence. The real definition of good English. The 3C standard. This is the only definition you need. Number 1, clarity. People understand you instantly, not by guessing, not by context. Instant clarity. That requires good pronunciation and strong grammar. Number 2, consistency. You don't speak well. Sometimes you speak well, reliably. Whether you are tired and nervous in a meeting or in a rush, your English doesn't collapse. That requires real foundation, not random learning. Number 3, control. You can shape your message exactly the way you want. Polite, confident, firm, warm, collaborative, strategic. This is what grammar and pronunciation really give you. Not perfection, but control. When you have clarity, consistency, and control, your English is officially good. Not by school standards, not by TikTok standards, by professional, real-world standards. Let me ask you again, what does it really mean to have good English? It means your English represents your intelligence, your strength. It means you can say what you mean and sound the way you deserve. If everything I just said hits home for you, if you're tired of feeling almost there, follow me. Let's build a kind of English you can rely on in every room, every meeting, every moment of your life. Your English doesn't just need to be good. It needs to be worthy of you.